Hey guys, it's Nari. I'm finally finished with the song. It took me literally forever, but I finally got to a place with it where I finally felt like I'm comfortable with it. Hey, it's Nari from the future. I'm so sorry. I forgot to give context. I just started this video assuming that you had watched my previous video. My previous video was about these month-long projects I'm doing for this class, Advanced Studies. If you're interested, you can watch the past video. I was asking for you guys to poll on what genre of music. You guys picked lo-fi. I ended up making a lo-fi song for it. It took me about a month. Let's go ahead and fast forward back to where we were. I'm so sorry. It's good. I had some revisions. I had some things going on, so I wanted to take you guys through the process. I initially wanted to actually take you guys with me through the song making process, but there was too much going on, and it's been so hectic these last couple days. In the last couple of weeks, and I actually ended up starting my song on September the 17th because I didn't get my project approved until then, and then I ended it last week on October the 14th. So yeah, it took me about as long as I thought it was going to take, about a month, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. We're just gonna go through the process. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So, as you can see, I use Soundtrap. The reason I use this program is because it's something I'm really familiar with. I've made almost all of my songs with this program, and it's pretty reliable. It's easy for getting really good reliable loops, really good samples, and really good things for like a beat maker. They just added recently, I think. They have like a piano roll. They have all sort of different synths and stuff. Super helpful. So that's what I've been using throughout this entire process. So you can see I have two songs here. This first one is Soda Time. This is the one that I initially started on, and then I ended up scrapping because it just got way too convoluted. Let's go ahead and go through that a little bit. I got a little bit of a trip to take you guys down here. So as you can see on the left side, I ended up using a lot of Raccoon's sort of loops here. The reason I did that is I was trying to get a good starting point. I wasn't intending on ever just putting loops together like I used to do with old songs, which we are going to go through. But let's give you a quick little listen. We start with a little bit of slice patterns here from Raccoon. It's just, and then actually I think this is piano tape, and then it goes to the slice patterns. And then I got the soda can opening, and then you have a little bit of a bubble in the background, which I ended up getting from something, but it's very basic, very chill. Sounds cool. And then I dragged on this slice pattern with the guitar, and I got to this point and I was like, crap, like this is so bare bones. It's all the same. It's all like, it's the exact same loop. It's the same guy. Like, I just put all of his stuff together. Like, it's basically his song at this point. And I wasn't happy with that at all. So I ended up actually just scrapping the entire thing. The only thing that were original in this song is I ended up getting this, pop can opening, or soda can opening. It says pop can because whoever made this is probably northern. But, and then I ended up using this carbonated beverage thing from Free Sound. I ended up getting these from Free Sound, I believe, because if you scroll all the way down and you type like a soda, and then yeah, it searches Free Sound. So I grabbed some, but then I realized that Raccoon already had a fizzy soda thing. So I think I subconsciously like stole his idea too. So that even is within itself isn't original. Even the part that I thought was original wasn't even original. So I scrapped this entire thing. I was like, okay, start over from scratch. I was honestly at this point, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Like, this is so hard. I haven't made music in so long. Like, it's been 2 years since I've made any music, and I used to make electronic music all the time. I've been making electronic music since like 6 years ago, and I never did. I was always just, it was for fun. It was never like an actual passion of mine. It was just something fun to put together, or something in my free time. And then I got way too busy. In the past 2 years, I've been way too busy. I've been focusing on YouTube, Twitch streaming, so I never really had the opportunity to go back and try some of this again. So this was a real trip for me, for sure. I got this is called Foley Morning. This is what ended up being my final project. As you can see, there's some interesting percussion tubes and layered 808s, And the reason that's there is, I'll give you in a minute. So I ended up going with D flat minor. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been in band class. I have no music theory. By the way, I have no music theory. All of my music theory stuff comes from the big old brain from being in band class for several years. So I actually, my first prototype for this song was an E minor. And I was actually just messing around on my piano back that's under my table over there. You guys can't see it. I was just messing around on my piano, my keyboard, and I was messing with different melodies, and I was like going off beat and stuff, and then I ended up actually getting this melody right here. So I went off of this. So that's what I ended up getting there. I didn't put many effects on or anything. I think I put a little bit of a reverb. I put a little bit of room. I think the room came on there. I just increased it a little bit, or I changed it to it was something else. But whatever the case was, I really liked that. And then I ended up actually using the same thing with the bass. And I was looking up like how to make a lo-fi song guide, and it was like with your bass, like try to switch octaves. Like go pull it down a couple octaves and then switch them midway through. So this is what I got through for the bass. So I was like really happy with that, but the problem is that as happy as I was with that, I couldn't actually find out how to continue on the melody, so it was just that looped. And so I'm sure I could find out a way to figure out how to manipulate the melody to make it sound different and exceed it and make it sound, but like that was all I had. So I was stuck with this for so long until I eventually I found these piano chords from Lucid, and I actually really ended up liking them. They sounded really good and they fit my song really well. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'll show you. This is what I originally had for the beat and just the percussion. See, that's what I had, and I really liked that. That sounded really good to me. The problem with it is that I just could not continue the melody, so I had to scrap the melody. But I did keep it in here, and then I actually ended up changing the entire key, because I was looking at popular lo-fi songs and looking at the key, and I was listening to them and like seeing what I liked the most, and I settled on D flat major, which I don't know. I don't know if I would have done it differently. So this original Varsity Foley that you're seeing here is something that I was just messing with this, and it's I thought that sounded really cool, and it really I like the low pass filter it almost has on it. It sounds like it's like very enclosed, almost like that lo-fi sound, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that this lo-fi song doesn't have that this has like is that low pass filter type of static. I didn't end up putting there because the beat in the background kind of had some of it, so I was like, it satisfies, it's nice, it sounds good. And then I ended up throwing this Foley beat on there, and then piano chords, and then acoustic bass that I just looped. I actually didn't change because it was like a nice little loop, but it wasn't like a changeable loop, so I couldn't actually change the bass at all. And then I put little pizzicato pluck. The reason I'm explaining all this to you instead of showing it to you is because I want to take you down memory lane with me. So, as you guys may or may not know, I actually, like I said before, I have made music in the past, and if you've ever seen me on here, I'm Nari. I was gaming dumb and Nari on here, but gaming doesn't really fit within the music genre on SoundCloud. So I ended up settling with just Nari. And I've been making music on this Nari account for the past 4 years, you've seen down here. But fun fact, I actually started even before that. As you heard earlier, I said I started 6 years ago. If I scroll all the way down on Smasher 200 over here, bada boom, bada bing. 6 years ago, moving a dubstep, which is actually isn't even my song, by the way. as you can see, I'm not gonna play it for you, but it's a really cool dubstep my friend made. I don't know who friend it was. I don't know who it was, but whoever it was, if I can get in contact with you again, I'm happy to give you credits. The song is really dope. You guys should check it out. It's really old dubstep, really compressed. I liked it, and so I posted it for my first song, even though it wasn't mine. And I didn't give him credit, but I didn't say it was mine, though. I remember using it on Scratch. I put it on all of my projects because it was like my favorite song. Because I asked some dude, I was like, hey, can you make a song for me? And he was like, oh, actually, I just have this song. You could have it. I was like, okay, cool. I'll put it on my thing. I think it was like my old intro outro for Smash 200 back before I deleted all my videos. But fun fact, that's this channel you're watching on Nari. This used to be Smash 200. That's a long story. Let's go ahead and take a little bit down memory lane. We're not going to be here for too long, just because there is so much. I think the reason that I actually switched between Smash 200 and a new account is because I was trying to deviate. I was trying to move platforms, trying to show that I was progressing or whatever. I had 11 followers, by the way. But I also think I ran out of music. Like I had no more space on my account anymore, which is funny. But this was my first song I ever made. Wait, the best part's coming. Hold on. Wait for it! Wait for it! Isn't that nice? Isn't that cool? So basically this song is, I think this was SoundCloud actually, or Sound, whatever. I just went to synth, and I just like clicked a whole bunch of synths, thought they were sounding good, and just started dragging them in different tracks. But that little part where it goes dun, 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 I love that so much. That just gives me so many memories. Yeah, that was my first song, and all of it is like the loudest it can be. I think I just cranked it up because I think my headphones or I had speakers at the time. I think they weren't loud enough, so I just cranked it in the software and forgot to turn it down, so it's just so loud. And there's no dynamics either. It's just like it's all loud, so it just sounds like crap. But yeah, it was my first song. Honestly, not that bad for my first song. And then I really loved the synth aesthetic, just dragging in 80 synths. And there's actually a song called 7 Synths where I drag 7 synths into my song. This is synth at its best. Also just cranked up to the max. Oh my god. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for the off key. It's so bad. It's so bad. It sounds terrible. I can't believe 25 people. At least, I don't know, maybe not 25 people, but at least 25. Somewhere there's like at least 5 people who listen to this song. I am so sorry for their ears. 10 ears were destructed in the making of this song. This was my first popular song, Scorpion. Honestly, it's not terrible. It actually has a little bit of dynamics. Let's listen to it. Slow start. You just have some drums. And then the piano comes in. And then you got another piano. Just 2 pianists rolling out right now. What's good though is that they're different octaves. That was smart. I don't think I did it on purpose though. And then it's just the drums and the second piano. And they're rolling up for a while. And then the second piano comes back. Or the first piano. It's not terrible. It's actually not terrible. And then there's a little bit of progression. The drums changed. Everything has changed at least once by now. Every track has changed once. That was my goal. Is to make everything a little dynamic by this point. I had a formula going on. And then you had a third, I think that's a Rhodes piano. With the first drums. And then a bass guitar. Yeah, something, a new instrument. Can you believe it? Not a 4th piano. and then the bass changes. So I had this thing about me where I would play out a loop like 2 to 4 times because it just happened to fit the 4/4 until I got sick of it and changed it, or didn't and just changed something else. But yeah, this was my first song with actual dynamics. And then you get this random drum in here. Yeah, I got it back in there, baby. It's actually kind of funky, not gonna lie. It's actually kind of funky. But it just goes on for too long, like most of my music. Like the song the lo-fi song that this is 4 minutes long. It goes on for too long. Because I never know when to stop. Oh yeah, 7 synth. I'm not gonna subject you to this horror. I'm not gonna do it. If you want to do it, I'll leave the link to my old SoundCloud in the description, but I'm not going to subject you to it. So this is one of the last songs I made before I stopped making music. This one's actually, I dig this one. This kind of gives me, what's the song? I'm feeling like a rock star. I'm running on the top of a cop car. That's what it sounds like to me. But then it changes tones at like the end almost. There's like a really cool melody that jumps in here. I love the double bass. It sounds like someone's like mashing it on a double bass. And Foley Money's on here too. Oh, he has 1 play. I'm not surprised, honestly. If you're interested in listening to any of these songs, I listen, like I've spent like a good like 40 minutes going through them. I'm like so running out of, like, my camera is running out of space right now. If you're interested in listening to any of these, go check it out. It'll be down in the description. And now, for what you've probably, hopefully, been waiting for. Foley Morning. And that was Fully Morning. So, I'm not entirely proud with it. I'm proud of, it took me a month to make after some revisions, after some melody changes, after some things. I'm happy with it. I'm not 100%. It's the perfectionist in me that's just got to make it like 100%. I know I can't. Honestly, if I were to go back, probably would have chose a different bass. It fits really well, but I probably would have chose something that I could adjust, that could change up, maybe even make a bass to go along with it. I didn't have enough time. I figured I set myself a hard deadline at one point or another, and I was like, I gotta get it done, because I'm not gonna be able to get my short film. I'm not gonna be able to get my game done, and it just goes on for way too long. And I didn't realize that until I had already exported it. It was the 14th, and I was like, yep. Yeah, it's taking way too long. It took way too long, and the song was way too long. I probably would have shortened it, probably about half, and just had some more variation with the bass. Maybe even add another instrument in there, like a guitar. Maybe, I don't know, maybe some guitar plucks instead of the pizzicato plucks. I don't know. But yeah, it's done. It's over. I'm proud of it, and I probably don't foresee myself ever pursuing a music major at all, or being a producer. But that's not me. It's just always been a little something fun to do. And honestly, like I did it, and that's what matters. Now the short film and the video game is gonna be a true testament. This was the easiest one. Short film probably be a little harder, and the game definitely a lot harder. But I plan on starting the production of the short film tomorrow. I'm sorry, I was gonna make a poll of it, ended up not being able to. Had to settle on an idea already, and I haven't had enough time to think of any new ones. I may change up, but we'll just see what happens. But let's just say it has something to do with the camera you're seeing right now and this camera. And that's all I'm going to tell you. And maybe I'll get some hints on Twitter. Hey, are you interested? Make sure to follow me down in the description. But yeah, that was Fully Morning. That was my music making career. And this has been Nari. I appreciate you watching. I don't know how long this video is going to be. We're going to see what happens. We're definitely going to see what happens. I appreciate you all tagging along here. It's been a journey. And I guess we're going to find out how this short film comes along. So that'll probably be a month from now. I do have another video in store until then. It has something to do about a giveaway. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting. I know. Pretty sweet. Anyways, this has been Nari. Thank you so much for watching. And see you later.